Yeah, pick that up. Don't squish it. It has like a shell.
A well-funded, organized, innovative school system is critical to having high-quality education.
Pick one. Let's pick like this one right there. Does it have 10 legs, 4 pairs of legs, or 3 pairs of legs? So then it's one of these guys down here.
What does high-quality education give you? It gives you kids who are motivated, whose sense of curiosity is tapped, who feel empowered. And those are the kids that are gonna lead our future. See, I get teary-eyed when I talk about it, because it really is. It really is what matters. And that is why we ask teachers and facilitators to apply. That is what we're asking donors to create.
Public School Funding Alliance, PSFA, has been around since 2003, when parents got together wanting to formalize a way the community could support the schools. That first year, they literally called everyone in the phone book with the goal of raising $10,000 and ended up raising $30,000, and it has continued to grow each year. And really the mission is to take community donations, move that into enriching programs so that all kids have access to a great education.
We take applications for grants from teachers and specialists and facilitators and students, and we review all those applications and then we make allocations. So this year we're funding 40 programs, which is pretty remarkable.
Our families define the quality of education by what we provide in addition to the basics. And in the absence of the Public School Funding Alliance, how families and students, for that matter, would define their experience within our schools would be vastly different than what it is now.
Well, we do a lot of art in art. And this year, right now, we're making some papier-mâché bowls, which is really fun because I really like papier-mâché.
Well, maybe we could draw like stalactites hanging from the top, maybe?
Yeah.
PSFA has assisted us by providing additional funding to support the elementary art program.
Art is probably important for people that want to do it more and they don't have like the time to do it anywhere else. And it's like fun and it feels like a brain break from school.
Even though it is a requirement of the state, it's an unfunded mandate. So without additional funding provided by PSFA through its partnership with Methow Arts, that program would not exist, meaning those services would not be provided to our students.
If you can think of creative ways to engage students, PSFA can support that creativity. There's lots and lots of different ways that we as teachers can tap into PSFA.
The main one I try to apply for every year is for owl pellets, which supplements everything that we're learning in class. And without that grant, we wouldn't be able to do the hands-on science, where they really get to dissect something that's real and a real-life material, instead of just learning about, here's a diagram of the food web. Now we get to see a piece of it.
Kids that struggle with focus can focus for maybe 20 minutes, but you do something like this and it grabs them and they can stay with it for an hour, hour and a half easy. It's more exciting, it's more interesting and real when you have little critters crawling around on your desk. That's like, how can you not fall in love with that?
The 7th grade Be a Scientist program is a highlight of the year for the 7th graders. Every 7th grader does an independent science project, and they're guided in their project by community volunteer mentors, as well as being supported by a grant from PSFA to buy materials. If there's chemicals, if there's sensors, if there's a whole variety of materials that they'd like to buy. We have a budget to do that, which really broadens the possibilities for the students' projects.
The Sources of Strength program is a national program that trains students to help each other. Anxiety is really high in kids right now, and that impacts a lot of aspects of their life, primarily academics and being able to be social with their peer group. PSFA is funding really, really awesome opportunities for kids. And the more that these kids are getting out and doing things away from screens, getting outside, getting connected to each other, getting connected to the community, getting connected to adults, the better their mental health is going to be.
I think it's so easy for families to take for granted all of the amazing opportunities that happen magically and for free in our school district.
Our state and our country simply don't fund public education adequately. We fund public education in a way that pays for teachers and it pays for school facilities and that sort of thing, but we don't fund any extra type of enrichment for students that tons of research has shown really benefits their learning. So that's why it's super important to have something like PSFA.
We want our community to be able to invest in the schools because we know schools are important and we know that students and communities thrive when we have strong schools.
I don't know of a better investment. When we look at the rate of return associated with an investment in a student and what that means following their graduation and what they contribute and how they in turn strengthen communities, which strengthens and supports a healthy republic and democratic society, I can't imagine a better investment.
I would just like to take this opportunity to thank all of the people that have made this organization as effective and as far-reaching as it is. It's because of donors like you we are able to provide all these free programs that are so enriching to all Methow students. So thank you very much.